So most of you that are around the channel every day know that I'm a big fan of Fortnite Battle Royale. I play it every single day. So this list that I'm about to do may surprise you. No game is perfect, and Fortnite definitely has some things that can get under my skin and other people's as well. And I know I'm not alone with this. What is up, guys? Jimmy or Chaos, welcome to Chaos Top 10s. And today, we're going to be taking a look at and counting down 10 of the most hated things in Fortnite Battle Royale. So let's get started. This month's giveaway is for a new PlayStation 4 console. All you have to do to enter is drop a like on this video, be subscribed to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you never miss an upload. And in the comment section, let me know why you want to win the PS4 and include your Twitter handle so I can contact you if you're the winner. The winner will be announced at the end of the month. Kicking off our list is one word that nobody wants to hear, and I am talking about traps, okay? These items, man, people love to take advantage of them, myself included. The traps are capable of dealing more than enough damage to kill you at full health, and they can be stuck onto any flat surface. Now, we all love watching Ninja and the other Fortnite streamers do some cheesy things with the traps on the very last person to get that victory royale, but when people camp with them, they instantly become the most hated person in that lobby. Look, I know that the traps are literally built for the purpose of camping and securing a certain entrance. I get it. But that does not make them any less annoying when they're being used against you in that manner. They're more like claymores in Call of Duty. And sure, if you're using it for the intended purpose, I get it, but that doesn't make you any less annoying while you're doing it. And, I mean, to each his own. If you do it, you get the kills and people run in. I guess you did it right for yourself, but it's still super annoying. This actually happened today playing the new Team of 20 mode. Laggy beginnings. This is something I'm sure all of you have experienced if you've played Fortnite at all, because there are so many people dropping in the lobby at the beginning of a Fortnite match. The first minute or two are often very laggy, resulting in delayed hits, weird stuttering, and items not smashing until a second or two after it should have been smashed. Now, the lag at the beginning of a Fortnite match is kind of a necessary evil because of the sheer size of the lobby and the amount of stuff that is going on, especially when everybody on your 20-man team drops at Tilted Towers. Now, it does quickly stabilize itself after a minute or two, but I definitely hope that Epic Games is able to figure out a solution to this, because missing out on some loot or even getting killed because of the very beginning lag in a Fortnite game is super frustrating. Speaking of frustrating, at number 8, let's talk about failed builds. Now, this sucks. When you want to build a wall, you really need that wall, but it doesn't build. Fortnite is still in early access, so there are plenty of things that need to be ironed out, and unfortunately, the building is one of them, which is frustrating since it's really the central part of the game. It's the main focus. For the most part, the building works perfectly. I'd say about 95% of the time, but we've all had experiences where that platform doesn't build when you're sliding down a hill, or that ramp doesn't build when you're trying to run up a mountain and you end up slamming onto the ground below, or you put up a panic wall and it's not put up in time. The building in Fortnite is awesome, and it really sets the game apart from other games on the market right now. And while the building is pretty consistent enough to not usually be a problem, it is still inconsistent enough to earn a spot on this list. It's definitely gotten better over time, and the building is far more consistent now than it was a few months ago, but let's hope that in the near future, Epic Games can really nail that last bit of the mechanics and eliminate the failed builds problem completely. At number 7, the Scoped Assault Rifle. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely despise this gun now. There was a point where I kind of liked it, and I know a lot of other people don't like it either, and maybe some of you do. We're going to have people in the comment section to say it's better than the SCAR. I know. Now, in theory, this gun should be very helpful as it deals decent damage, and the scope is pretty good for getting the drop on people from a distance. But for whatever reason, the thing just ends up being trash in the current state due to the awkward handling, and while the damage may be okay, it's not okay enough to make up for how difficult it actually is to shoot somebody with it. Now, I almost never see anybody actually use this thing anymore, and I personally will never take it over any other assault rifles, and hopefully either the gun gets buffed in the near future or they take it out and replace it with something else. We've seen the leaks about the precision assault rifles. I think this is a good time to take out the scoped AR and put in the new precision one. I mean, because it is one of the least used guns. You shouldn't have a gun that is a purple gun or a blue gun that just lays around and everybody runs over it and ignores it. At number 6, we have fall damage. Most multiplayer games have some kind of fall damage system in place so people aren't just hopping all over the place with no consequence. Call of Duty, you fall off a wall, you die. I'm kidding. Kind of. And Fortnite is no different. However, what makes the Fortnite fall damage so hated compared to the other games is it's very inconsistent. Is it just me? Or is the amount of damage you take from a fall completely random? You could fall from 50 feet and only take 15 damage, or you could drop from 20 feet or so and find yourself dead on the floor. This is why most people build platforms on the way down from mountains, is they don't want to risk and take damage from the fall, or kind of skirt down the mountain with your face towards it, and regardless of how short it is, it's inconsistent. I'm not sure if the inconsistency of the fall damage is intentional or if it's just because the game is in early access and it still has some kinks to iron out, but I really hope this is something that gets adjusted soon. Cracking into the top 5 today, and I want to know, what is the most frustrating thing to you in Fortnite right now? You guys let me know in the comment section. Is it the pump? Speaking of inconsistency, let's talk about the good old pump shotgun. This thing is either your best friend or your worst enemy in Fortnite. Statistically speaking, the pump is one of the hardest hitting guns in the entire game, and it can drop people in a single hit from a very intimidating range. However, what makes it so hated is the insane inconsistency of it. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it seems like whenever I use the pump, it takes 3 to 4 shots to kill someone, but whenever it's used on me, I get blown away in a single hit. And I'm sure you all have seen the clips or the personal moments of the pump doing hardly any damage from point-blank range while it does 90 from a distance. And I'm sure there's some rhyme or reason to the pump's behavior, but I have no idea what it is, and a lot of people don't. So let's put it this way. When the pump is acting the way you want it to, it's your best friend. But when the pump isn't cooperating with you, it's easily one of the most hated things in the game, and it can get you killed rather quickly. And I totally understand. It all depends on if you're hitting in the mid of chest, midsection, or a headshot. But sometimes even that seems inconsistent. At number 4, grenade/rocket spam. This isn't something exclusive to Fortnite Battle Royale, but man, it is annoying in this game, mainly because of the fact that you only get one shot to win. The rocket launcher and the grenade launcher are two of the most sought-after weapons in the game due to their destructive power. But when you give someone a launcher and a buttload of ammo, I've been this person before, like 40 RPGs, you're bound to get some frustrating spam, okay? We've all seen someone just spamming explosives at anything they see, and many of us have been the one they're firing at. Let me tell you, being in the sights of an explosive spammer is probably the worst place you could ever be in this game. Again, spamming isn't something exclusive to Fortnite, and it's not even really that bad of a thing if you want to win, but it is hard not to get tilted when you're really trying hard to land some shots on someone and they kill you because they've shot 42 RPGs just in your general direction. At number 3, the infamous Boogie Bomb. This is another thing in Fortnite that's pretty awesome if you're the one using it, but if you're the one that's being used on, you instantly hate it. The Boogie Bomb is essentially the Fortnite equivalent of a concussion grenade, and it locks the victim into a fun little dance for a few seconds, restricting them from shooting back at you until you actually hit them. So, why is it so hated? Well, because if you get hit with the Boogie Bomb, you pretty much know what's about to happen. Sure, you can run away, but how effective can you be running when you can't shoot or build to defend yourself? Plus, the attacker will often mess with you once they've got you in their clutches by dancing along with you via emotes or even hitting you with another Boogie Bomb or two. Overall, Boogie Bombs are super useful to take with you in Fortnite if you want to, but if you get hit with them, it's not uncommon for you to end up throwing your controller through the nearest window. At number 2, drop a like if you've ever died by the storm. Unlucky storm spawn. Now, this is a situation I'm absolutely positive all of you have been in at one point in your Fortnite career. When you first drop into the map at the beginning of a Fortnite match, you don't know where the storm is going to spawn, and you don't know for a minute after the opening carnage. So picture this. You land in a good area, you grab an AR, you barely fight your way out of a tight situation, you have 20 HP left, and then you open the map and realize you now only have 2 minutes to sprint all the way across the map in order to survive the storm. Normally, if you land around the center section of the map, you're okay. But if you're someone who likes to land near the outskirts, you've probably found yourself in this situation countless times. Nothing is worse than getting the most unlucky storm spawn ever and having to look for bandages because you know that you are going to get caught in the storm during your trek to the safe zone. And I just cross your fingers you don't see another enemy on your way out. And the number one thing, I bet a lot of you already guessed what it was going to be. Tilted freaking towers. Yes, I know, tons of you are big fans of landing in tilted towers, but come on. How many of you actually like this location every time you land in it? Sure, every once in a while you're going to have an awesome landing that gives you tons of guns, kills, resources, and equipment, but 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to land in tilted towers and die rapidly, and then rage about how much you hate Fortnite as a whole. Now, Tilted Towers is the epitome of a love-hate relationship, and when it works, it really works. You get out of there and you feel like freaking Rambo, but when it doesn't work, you want to throw your system out the window and drive over it with the battle bus. And do you land tilted? Do you avoid tilted? And once again, you have the free will choice to decide where you go, but it can be frustrating. And there you have it, my friends. Those are 10 of the most hated things in Fortnite right now. Fortnite is an amazing game. Every single match is different, which is what makes the game so popular and so replayable. But there are some things, just like any other game, that just get under your skin. You guys let me know what those things are. There is a playlist below with all the other video game top 10s and all the other Fortnite videos. Be sure to check those out. Drop a like and subscribe on your way out, and I will see you guys soon.